Oh my God, what a morning. Okay, I am just about to wrap up my little morning routine. I got the dogs together. I went to the gym. I did my meditations. I did my little walk. And I hear you guys want to score more high ticket fitness clients in a quote unquote saturated market. Well, I got you. But first, let me change out of this outfit. That's more like it. Now, let's get some brain food. Your intuition has been telling you things that you never knew. Rubbing shoulders with bitches I used to put on pedestals, but still I keep it professional. Laying in the bed and you acting like I can't even touch you. I don't know why you do that. Shower with the door open while you do that. Drop the towel right in front of me, you cruise. Oh no, baby, talk to me, baby. Say it to me straight, babe. I make a mistake. Boy, let me tell you, that was delicious. All right, I got my brain food in. Now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. It's time to get down to the real video, the real teaching portion of this video. But first, man, I miss y'all, okay? It's been a minute since I posted the last video. In fact, you know what? Come here. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it the F in right now. Come here. Come give me a hug. Yes, I know. It has been a minute. Let me put y'all back down. Let me put y'all back down. It's been a minute. And I just want to apologize. I got to be honest with you guys. I've been going through a bad breakup. I've been entertaining an old relationship for a long time that I shouldn't have been. And it got me to now. That's my honest to God truth. We'll speak about that later. But first, I do want to get into this oversaturated market. Okay, let me be real with y'all, right? Because I've been real with y'all up to this point, even about my bad breakup and everything else with that. The fitness market is not oversaturated, okay? That's just an excuse that broke personal trainers tell themselves when their marketing is bad, their messaging is weak, and their confidence is just shot to the ground. I know that was harsh. I know that was probably hard to take in, but I used to believe that exact same lie when I first got into online fitness coaching, and it almost made me quit. So when I first thought about going online for fitness coaching, I made the mistake that most people make. I started scrolling Instagram, and lo and behold, I was in for a big surprise because I saw a bunch of fitness influencers, a bunch of muscle heads, a bunch of people who are already in the fitness space killing it, like hundreds of thousands of followers, some even over 1 million followers, a lot of engagement. And I thought to myself, why even bother going online in the fitness space? It's already crowded. I'm not going to get the type of engagement that I'm expecting. And I just didn't think that it was possible for me, to be honest. That was a story that kept me playing small. Like, that story played so much in my head that I stopped posting eventually. I avoided selling people my fitness programs. Like, I just didn't want to deal with it altogether. But here's the kicker, that so-called competition that I was trying to compare myself to, they weren't even in my competition. You see, they were selling fitness programs to everybody, selling fitness programs across the board, men, women, old people, young people. That wasn't even who I was targeting. And then on top of that, when I got on the other side of the grass and started coaching fitness professionals, although they may have a large following, they're still not making money. And the ones who are really making the money, the ones that were really thriving, well, they weren't trying to serve everybody. In fact, they had one agenda and one agenda only. And they executed that agenda at a very high level. And I found 3 truths that completely changed the game for me. Let's get into them. Truth number 1, stop chasing everybody and start chasing somebody. Let me repeat that again. Stop chasing everybody and start chasing somebody. For this example, I want you to imagine with me, if you will, a target, okay? not the store, but a shooting target, okay? Go out to the shooting range for target practice. You're trying to hit the bullseye, okay? The problem with most fitness coaches is you're not even making it on the target. And when you do make it on the target, you're way outside of the targeted area. So we're gonna call this area right here your general market, okay? This is everybody, men, women, young people, old people. This is every demographic, every person. The reason why you feel like the fitness market is saturated is because you're talking to your general audience about fitness, talking to everybody. And usually in the world of social media, your message will get lost when you're talking to everybody. Next group is your subgroup, okay? This is where we narrow things down, okay? I help women over 40 lose weight. That's a little better, but it's still broad. It's still really, really broad because that woman could be single. She could be married. She can be atheist. She could be Christian. She could be black, white, Hispanic, Asian. What does this woman do for a living? What is her moral compass like? Like, what are her beliefs? Again, still really general. And when you're making fitness content, speaking to women over 40, a lot of times in this market today, it still isn't good enough. It's not until you get here into your niche market, okay, where things become very clear. And it's only because you're very clear on who you want to help. I help women over 40 lose stubborn belly fat without the use of complicated diets. This woman is a Christian. She has a high moral compass. She's typically African American descent. On occasion, I might get women of other ethnicities. This woman has liberal views. She works behind a desk, sits for multiple hours. She is constantly pouring into everybody except herself. She does not have a lot of time for exercise. She doesn't have a lot of time to cook. She loves a matcha moment. She loves a good espresso. Her weakness is sour candy and chocolate chip cookies. Don't ask me why. That's just her weakness. See how specific I am? When I'm speaking to her, now my message becomes crystal clear, and it's not muted and it's not lost in the sea of fitness coaches. So again, the first thing you need to fix is who you help. The second truth lies beneath the message. See, the messenger creates the uniqueness, not the message. Let me repeat that again. The messenger creates the uniqueness, not the message. The message is fitness. The message is health. The message is transformation. The message is caloric deficit. The message is no pain, no gain. That will never change. It's the messenger that makes these messages unique. Let's take David Goggins, for example, right? His message of push past your limits. We've heard that before. In fact, we heard that a million times, but it's the way that he expresses the message of push past your limits that makes him so unique. He was a 300-pound overweight man that went into the Navy SEALs and totally changed his life. Now he's running 100-mile races on broken feet. His minimum run is anywhere between 12 to 15 miles a day. And that's just his first workout. Second workout could be either a brutal gym workout or a brutal calisthenic workout. All of these things embody the term push past your limits. Now let's take Joe Wicks, for example, right? Same message, push past your limits, but it's a totally different way that he's expressing push past your limits. See, he's a body transformation coach, and everything about him is fun, is light, is witty. He does really fun workouts. He does really fun recipes with his family. Two totally different influencers, one on the extreme side, one on the fun side. But they both push the same message. And that's why people are attracted to them. People aren't buying the message, they're buying the messenger. So remember this, in a quote unquote saturated market, nobody can copy your message. Nobody can copy your vibe. Nobody can copy your uniqueness, your creativity, your personal experiences. That cannot be copied. That's why in a competitive market, you will always stand out. And then the last truth is the demand of fitness coaching is at an all-time high. If I draw a diagram here and we have demand on one side and supply on the other side, the demand for fitness coaching is up there. You know, it's been up there since the pandemic. Like 80% of people are out of shape. Heart disease is at an all-time high. Type 2 diabetes is at an all-time high. Obesity is at an all-time high. Kidney failure, you name it, mental health, all of these things are at an all-time high, yet the supply of fitness trainers is shrinking by the minute. 80% of trainers quit within 1 year. 80% of trainers quit within 1 year. And it's not because they're bad at fitness coaching. In fact, they're very good at fitness coaching. It's just they're not taking the time to learn the business. And then they quit prematurely and go back to doing something that they hate and then living with regret for the rest of their lives. And if you ask me, that's not a very strong reason to quit. In fact, that's the perfect opportunity, because once you take the time to really learn how the business works, how to learn client attraction, how to package and sell your offer, and learn how to retain high quality clients anywhere from 6 months to a year, the market will start to open up like a book. Clients will start to appear out of thin air, and you, my friend, are going to be spoken amongst the likes of the Ashton Halls, the Stacey Irving Jr.'s, the Simeon Panda, the King Ketos. So no, the market is not saturated. The market is actually starving for leaders like yourself. So family, friends, if this video resonated with you, I want you to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I also want you to put in the comments what your biggest takeaway from today's video was. I'll be back next week with another banger of a video.